Morning, everyone. It's Thursday. It's usually time for Dale leading off, and he says it's time for the Mike and Me show. But I'm a Gemini. I'm a trader. I've been doing it for a while, so I guess I have a split personality in some way. If that's any edification or some way to justify what's going on, a lot's going on. So I'm just going to get into it for those that are in TGH. Anybody that really wants to basically hear Coach talk, or if he wants this. Uh, have a talk on a macro view, please go to our red YouTube button where you could watch. Actually, Coach didn't do a video this morning. Regardless, okay, let's go to the TGH. Let's go. It's Nevada's. This is the main screen. And you know what? Some of these stocks are going up and they're not even in the same sectors. It's just that's what's going on. AAOI. Okay. Stock like this has gone parabolic. NVIDIA went positive to negative to positive. Nobody, they can't really make up their mind. Again, I saw Google in the corner of my eye was down 6% coming to the 200-day. Watch that. Baidu, worst of breed, breaking year lows, if you will, close to year lows as the rest of the China stocks are even up. Bob is barely unchanged, or it's down a little bit. MSTR, that's the one to watch the gauge of the cryptos. Is this capitulation? I don't know. It's a hell of a freaking candle with big volume. But, and as we can go to the room, I was actually shorting Mara aggressively all morning. Shorting Mara here at 25.60, bought it back, shorted more, bought it back. I'm short a little bit now, trading it. But you know what? It's these high beta stocks that might be giving a little bit back. There's Morgan Stanley that's taking calls at the highs now. Nike's actually taking calls at the low here. So anyway, it's a tradable. UNG, please look at Coach and UNG. Great trade we made on that. I want to wait till Boyle goes over the 50-day, the baby blue line, if you will. UNG buying on dips 47. I wanted to buy it. I thought I ran against it. Okay, Snowflake. All right. I guess everything's good in software land. There's Snowflake. As Google goes the other way, Microsoft still can't do anything. Surprisingly, after a lot of these other stocks, including AAOI, Lemonade. There's Lemonade. Taking calls at us, Jeff. Check it out. All right. I'm going into Reddit. They're all taking the same ones up. But you know what? Rotate A-Lab. Another one, sexy new stock. But you know what? I'm rotating aggressively all morning. And I said it in TGH. The hell of a flag on Exxon. Might not be the sexiest. Some catch up to do, under-owned. Millions and millions of dollars of calls going up for some time now. Everybody in the room knows CRK is one of our favorites. Have it nicely. SU added to that one aggressively. SLB, please go into the room and I add to that aggressively. It took a new position in PBF. The refiner looking there actually very nice now. I'm going to add to that right when I get off. Always something to do. With that being said, let's go to the main screen. All right, Oklo. Okay, NNE. This a thinly traded energy stock, nuclear energy to keep an eye. Here's my main screen, Tesla. All right, Meta. All right, you may not get a chance. The Mag 7 is irrelevant at this point. No, Apple. As I posted before, this Mag 7 was, maybe it was just an example to get into small caps, Planeteer, Lemonade, UAL, Twyworld, Children's Place, and then Zillow. Okay? The ultimate compliment. I wouldn't think about shorting Zillow. There's the chart on Zillow. But yet again, you can look at Lennar, or you can even look at Redfin. There's Redfin. When people look on Redfin, don't they look on Zillow? It's like when we buy Ford, there's a chart on Ford. It's a chart on GM. These algos or whatever they want to call it, I don't want to call it conspiracy. I'm not that way. They just take up what they want to take up. That's the bottom line. But the real money right now, in terms of what they're rotating into, is banks and oils. Is Goldman. There's Goldman again. JP Morgan. All right. The Citi. Wells Fargo. Let's go to the main screen right here, and then maybe we'll take some calls or questions, for lack of a better term. All right, what are they doing today? Bottom line. NRG, SoFi, Snow, backing up calls. Affirm. Why not? Another one of the stocks that I should have mentioned it as, Microsoft waivers, Affirm, the payment process. There is. SoFi, all the same stocks. They're all the same. They're Square, PayPal, Square. Lemonade is in the group. Elf, a short report yesterday. That was the news with the volume. That was the only reason for them to squeeze them. That's all it was. All right, VST's world again. Best of breed GEV, these energy stocks. All right, so I could find bearish things to go here. Add bearish things. I get Macy's is weak. You know what I mean? Fizzler. TLT. I wish I'd give a more better dissertation on the bonds or anything like that, but I leave that to intelligent people, and that's Dale Pinker. Let's go to this main screen right here for active traders. It really matters. And this is the percent gainers on the day. If it doesn't have, at least as of 11 a.m., 2.5 hours of trading, that doesn't have 1 million shares, I'm not interested. There it is. That's the list of most active winners. CTV has 40 million traded. Normally does 200,000. What I do is I punch up CTV. Obviously takeover. SPAI mentioned in the room. Snowflake mentioned it. QUBT. I sold it last night on the close. Why? I micromanaged it. This was the chart on QUBT. Okay. Then I looked at the weekly. The weekly RSI was in the 90s. I said, you know what? I don't want to take this thing in the 90s. But you know what? I went against myself. Some of the biggest moves come at the end. Still worked a little bit. If I didn't want to collar it or take a massive amount of size, which is relative to me, whatever that might be, I didn't want it. 8,000 shares wasn't going to do anything. But maybe a winner could have led into something like that. I digress. And then he brought it up. RCAT was hot yesterday. A-Lab brought it up. Oil, obviously. Reddit brought it up. Oclo TGTX Sound is taking a lot of calls. I looked at it before. You know what? Sound's taking calls. Don't trust it. Fastly taking calls. Don't trust it. That's leverage to China. AMSC they're looking at. There's American Semiconductor. A-Lab. Sexy stock. I picked the wrong one. Chewy taking calls still. Sold it yesterday after the upgrade. Chewy taking calls. Let's go to TradeGATEHub. Feels like a Friday. Okay. Cent, nice trade. I'm long these things. Cent, by the way, let's go here. Sound calls off the board. For those that, want notification, sound calls. CEG best of breed. SoFi brought it up. Snow, they're pounding. AFRM, I brought it up again. I should. It's my job. AFRM, pounding. Doesn't matter. Sound calls. January. They go out to January. They don't care if they pay up now. Actually, it's getting late in the year. It's not like it's June anymore. All right. I'll make it brief. Those expecting Coach will try to do better the next time. Coach has been posting as well. I'll be posting always upgrades, downgrades for those that are newer. Wall Street research. I try not to give opinions unless I'm asked. Trade well, and beware of this end of the maybe the end of the month option expiration. These lemonades and stuff. These calls are getting towards the end of the weeklies. They dry up a little bit. Then they maybe had a flip. But for now, let me go to the main screen. It's all these best of breed stocks. All right, so VRT is making these new highs like this. Usually runs with Amazon, with Nvidia. There's Nvidia. Amazon's down 6. Does that mean that the market, or is it an excuse for the rest of the market to go up? The stock AI, hot as they come. Okay, that's it. For those that are sheepish on a stock like AI, you have to have it on every scanner. It's been very active. All right, volume, price range, action. For those that look for bull flags and good news, the stock had both. For those that are a little sheepish, just buy stop new high, 33.51. Stock printed 34.75. You're not going to retire on it. It helps if you're a little bit more seasoned of a trader. You can maybe foresee it and then it breaks a high and add to it, but stocks are acting well. Reddit, there it is. The Reddit people, they got no problem. They went from GME to Reddit. Marvell, Net, D-Dog. It's D-Dog. Could have been someone. D-Dog, the same thing. Gap up, new high. All right, Mike V, posting the rest of things, anything cerebral has to do with the dollar or Forex or like that. Like I said, I leave it to the pros. I'm a trader that trades on price action, volume, range. And that's what I do best. J&J taking calls. KD. There's KD, this other, the spinoff from IBM, the healthcare stock. I can't even pronounce it, but it looks good. There it is. All right. Breakout gap away. Stock acting well all morning. That's what you like on price action. All right. Nice move up. Didn't pull back as much as it probably could have. A stock that went from 28.5 to almost 31. It only pulls back like 40 cents. Right again. Breakout new high. There you go. Maybe you let it run. Who knows? Who knows how much it has in it? All right. So until then, Mike V, I'll try to do better the next time. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks to the team behind the scenes. Anybody that wants to know a little bit more specifically what I do, I'm not really a Twitter, I don't follow Twitter people, but I only do follow, I don't trade upon it, but I only follow 76 people, and trust me, it's quality over quantity. So high level opinions. This is one right here, one of the best futures traders I know. This tape is moving in 20-minute cycles. Noted. NNE brought it up. We're all chasing the same thing. You know what it really boils down to? Nobody's putting the atom here. All right, NNE. Simple. All right, we're all chasing lemonade. We're all chasing NNE. We're all buying Reddit till it doesn't go. You know what I mean? Stay tactical. Watch the VIX. Watch these financials. Watch Joe be bullish. Sold that at 640. It's Joby. All right, next. All right. Let me go and see if they have any questions in TradeGATEHub. I don't want to slight anybody. Synth is up to 88% in the week. Mick Dooley, one of our better traders in that capacity. 6-4. Cheers. Be in the room. Gotta ask. Mike V.